So here we are on the Tiger 700 project. I'm beginning to work on the front subframe. Now, this project has become as much about building jigs as it is about building the car itself. But you can see I've almost built like a scaffolding here out of wood. And that is to ensure that my horizontal pieces are exactly at the right place. There's just a lot going on here. Too much to hold by hand. There's just no way I could get it accurate. So what I did on this one is I made a few sub-assemblies first. I made this top portion here, this U piece, and I made that exactly square and exactly parallel, the two legs that go out. Then I built this lower unit. Did the same thing, made sure that the cross member and then this piece that goes in between here, make sure those are exactly square. At that, I made sure that these two pieces here were exactly parallel and square to this. So all these things are square. Then over here you see I've got a couple of plumb bobs right down here. As you can see, there's one there and there's one here, hanging from the top to the bottom. And since I've got the top part square and I know the bottom part's square, those two plumb bobs ensures that those two squares are parallel to each other. So everything is straight. Put up the scaffolding with the braces just about 2 millimeters lower than they should be. And then that allows space to put in these shims. You see these shims I've got all through this. So the shims allow me to make very, very fine adjustments and get that accuracy that I need. You can see I used a whole package of shims. This is pretty low cost stuff. You can buy a package of shims for about $3 or $4, a whole package of them. And they come in really handy for getting those minute adjustments to ensure everything is absolutely as it should be. Of course, this is all done ensuring and double checking that my hub is approximately straight up and down or at the angle I want it at. And the caster and the camber are both set as it will be with the final car. It wasn't so much that the one I built before was wrong. It was just over complicated and a little bit heavy. So while I was at it, I just decided to do a little better job, lighten it up, made it much simpler. It's basically just a box. So you can see down here also the pivot points have simplified considerably from what I had from my original design. It's simply at the corner of where the vertical and horizontal bars come in, the tubes come in, and I can weld it up. There's going to be some gussets in here. Basically it's all tacked up. I just need to weld it, add gussets, and it's ready to go. And that'll be a very strong joint. There'll be gussets on all four corners in all three dimensions. I can tell you that the frame is level within 0.2 degrees, and everything is square within a 1/16 of an inch, and measurements are generally within a 1/16 of an inch as well. So took my time, made sure everything was straight, things weren't warping as I was putting it together, and it's right.